So the question I have is how many times I'm going to come on here and do this whilst purposely looking like shit. And no, I mean, I say purposely, but it's not on purpose. I just mean without, like, putting any effort. Although, what's funny about that is that I did put in effort because I changed the pair of glasses I'm wearing. Because these ones, I have realized, again, re-realized how much more flattering they are on my face than the ones that I've been wearing recently. Even though these are my old prescription, so it's like a little bit not great. And it's like, these are cute in a way, but like they're not as flattering on my face, I don't think. So I put effort into the way I look in a certain way because I changed my glasses, put on earrings, and pulled my hair down. Basically, I'm coming up here to say stuff because I feel like if I don't get any sort of creative or emotional juice out, I might have to expire soon. So, this is the goal for today, is clean, maybe, hopefully, and clean my body. I am so filthy. I've been talking about how bad and gross I am for a very long time because I legitimately don't remember when my last shower was at this point. Like, it could have been a week ago, it could have been 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I really don't know. I know I've gone camping in the time of this span, and I still haven't taken a shower, and I literally went camping last weekend, and I know I didn't take a shower after that. And, like, it's gotten so bad that I'm like, because I thought I was going to take a shower sometime soon after camping, at least. So I was like, oh, it's okay if you sit on a gross toilet. You're gross, and you'll just take a shower soon. This is not stuff I should be admitting. I'm just fucking disgusting. But here's the problem. Like, I'm fucking disgusting, but so is the apartment. My room is like the least disgusting thing in the apartment right now, truthfully, and it's bad. It's not good. The bathroom is horrendous. The kitchen, not to mention the fucking fridge and freezer, horrendous, disgusting, not okay, unlivable, honestly. Me and my roommate are trolls. Garbage trolls. And, we're just rolling with it, and, like, it sucks. But I feel like part of the reason I've been refusing to take a shower is that the bathroom's so dirty. But then I don't have the spoons to clean the bathroom. I need to clean the bathroom so that I can take a shower. And I won't take a shower without cleaning the bathroom. But I don't have the energy to clean the bathroom, so I just remain dirty. Disgusting. 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 Disgusting! And I've got work again tomorrow, and goddamn, not to mention I don't have any fucking clean clothes, but that's not new. Like, well, none of this is new to me, but, like, it's not good. It's bad. It's just a shame because when I was working with my therapist on Cerebral, we had, like, come up with a plan for my hygiene, because it's just a problem. I'm really liking, though, the fact that there's blue on this side too. It's like borrowed from here. I feel like this is the best this blue has looked, as shitty as my hair is right now. I'm trying to move stuff off of my thingy, so that I can put this down. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm sorry for my existence. Okay. Alright. we are. Gross. Big, ugly, and gross. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. Oof. So there are things that I wanted to talk about. It's not just me randomly getting up here, even though it is, you know. One thing I wanted to talk about was I went camping. I'm super proud of myself about that. That was really, really cool, and I am frustrated with myself that I haven't done more to continue that coolness in a way. So we'll maybe talk about that. 2, I've been really, really emotional this week, which might be just the only reason why. Maybe I can forgive myself for not using the juices of, like, the proudness that I have from camping last weekend to move forward in my life. Because I've been sad all week, legitimately sad. And, it's like, I know why I've been sad. It's like real, like, it's obvious. I know exactly why, but at the same time, I, like, don't accept that that's why I'm fucking sad. Because it just doesn't seem like it should fucking be that way. But it is, and I'm sad. So, yike. And then a family situation came up, and, like, that craziness and sadness, it's the same brand of the sadness I'm already feeling. So they just freaking, like, they just wash their hands together. They're having a baby. The sadness is bad. I don't know. I just, like the family drama that's going on and the emotions that are coming from that, just, it meshes and works and blends so well with the sadness I'm already feeling. I'll talk a little bit about it, but I don't want to get that deep into it because it's, at the same time, I just don't fucking accept it. But I do, and I'm trying to. Oh, fucking well. And then the other thing I want to talk about is, like, something kind of cool in the fact that, is it just me, or, like, is everyone on YouTube getting realer again? Like, I almost think we might, like, get Jenna Marbles back. It's complete bullshit. That's a lie. Like, of course, we're not getting Jenna Marbles back, but, like, what I'm saying is, like, people that weren't very real seeming before now seem very real on YouTube. Like, it's like people, because of what we've gone through over the past damn near 2 years now, before that, there was like, you know, an outcry of people like, hey, this stuff is really cool, and social media is, like, really cool, but it's so fake. Why is everybody so fake? Only showing the highlights, like, not actually expressing how they really feel, and da-da-da-da-da, and there was, like, you know, this emergence of, like, fakeness, as if that's not always been the case, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people were calling out the fact that things are fake, and we're trying to turn the tides, like, hey, I don't want to listen to a bunch of people again. I don't know. Did my computer die? No. Okay. People were, like, basically, like, you know, I want realness from people, and I feel like it's been brought. I feel like the realness is coming back, and that's very exciting to me. Although I'm very jealous about it because I wanted to be not the one, but, like, I wanted to be ahead of that curve. I wanted to be, you know, a pioneer for realness, in a way, as shitty as that sounds. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be one of the, like, few people on YouTube that, like, show the craziness and the mess and the grossness and the real, you know. I'm not gonna be, like, this and that. And it's Because, like, my journey, my idea, what I want to do, what I want to show is truly my evolution from being this piece of shit that, you know, I feel that I am right now. Like, being, like, not the grooviest girl I can be, to, like, being truly the grooviest girl I can be. And, like, showing that evolution, like, real time, so that, you know, you don't have, like, the polished off person at the end saying, oh, I've been like you, I was a mess, this is what I did to fix it. And then nobody can believe that you really were that much of a mess because they didn't see it. You know, like, not that they can't believe it, like, you try, you know, but it's just not as relatable, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. Like, but it's just, it's not as soothing. I don't know. Like, you know, like, as much as I might respect somebody and believe them and think that they're awesome and whatnot, and, like, look at what they've done and great and, like, aspirational and whatnot, it's, like, it's hard to be able to put yourself as a garbage person in that position and say, yeah, they've been where I've been, or close enough to where I've been, to where I can do it too. Like, it's more like, oh, they can do it, they did it somehow, they claim that, you know, if they can do it, we can too, but, like, no, really, there's something about them that allowed them to be able to do it, whereas I can't. Like, there was something more that I can't figure out, I can't put my finger on, that makes them better than me, so they could do it, but I still can't, because you didn't see how bad they were, you know? So, that's what I'm trying to show, is how bad I am, and try to get better, and, like, show that in person, and here I am, like, starting to cry. Fuck yeah. My roommate and Wyatt and I went to Panera today. The reason that I went was because the kitchen is so dirty that I didn't want to make coffee, even though it's better at home, because I would have had to clean the counter enough to be able to make coffee. Like, gross. Come on, grow the fuck up. It's probably the same reason she did, but although she's got the free coffee thing from Panera. Oh well, whatever. Anyways, I got a bunch of fucking cool ass rocks. Let me talk about me going camping last weekend, first of all. Start off on a high note. So, last weekend... No! Hold on. I want to back it up some again. First of all, like, so I had mentioned a couple minutes ago how, like, when I was working with that therapist, we were trying to work on my hygiene and stuff. So originally, when I was, like, going to start this channel and I was going to start doing things, I had started filming a bunch of excerpts or whatever of me, like, making sure that I'm brushing my teeth once a day. And then, like, there was one about, you know, showering once a week at least, or something. And, like, stuff like that. Like, I was going to, like, part of my journey was going to be documenting, like, it's like, I think it'd be fucking funny. You know how, like, people are like, I tried Chloe Ting's workout video for a month or whatever. And, like, it's like, that's normal stuff that people do, but it's something that's, like, extra or whatever from, like, what people are expected to do. So I think it would be, like, really funny if I had a video and it's like, I brushed my teeth once a day for a month. Like, I tried it. You know, kind of thing, because for me, that's what I need. Like, I'm not ready to do Chloe Ting's thing. I'm ready to fucking brush my teeth once a day, but I'm not even ready for that, because it doesn't work. I can't get there. And it's like, you know, so that's, like, originally what I was thinking, like, a lot of these beginning videos would be me doing the work, trying to do the work to get to that base level of being human, you know, and I was getting somewhere, and then I went home for like a week where it was hell on literal wheels because I was helping my family move from Oklahoma to Florida, and we had to drive the giant truck and then another giant U-Haul and a U-Haul trailer behind that trailer plus the regular cars, and it was just like hell on wheels. So much was going on. It's a crazy trip. Lot of like, I don't know, a lot of weird trauma and healing and shit. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. But anyways, over that trip, because it was so fucking chaotic, I wasn't able to take my depression meds every night. And so I got off track. And so then when I got home, I was fucked, like, in the head. Like, I was just having a hard time again. Like, not that the meds had solved really anything, but I guess the meds really were helping in a certain sense, to where, like, I got back and I was, like, fucking reeling. And I know that, you know, a lot of that is I'm reeling because of being home, being around family, being, you know, in those situations and feeling like a child again, not having any control anymore and stuff for like a week. And so that'll send me on a spiral already, plus being like off my meds a little bit, you know? So I'd been trying to like build the meds back up in my system and but it's become increasingly clear to me that it's not the right medication and it's just not doing enough and whatever. Where was I going with this? I no longer have that therapist. Oh, because at the same time as I went home, she quit the app. So I've been like in this weird in-between stage where like I was making progress and then I lost my therapist and I, you know, she doesn't really have a place for me to follow her yet. And then I don't necessarily know if I want to because this online bullshit is expensive and I couldn't figure out how to connect my insurance to it because my anxiety says that's too fucking much for me to do, I guess. And so I'm paying out the ass when I don't need to be. For months. I do this to myself all the time. I pay so much more than I need to be because I can't handle the little thing, the little figuring out the little change that I need to make so that I don't have to pay that much. Or I don't have to get fucked that much. Like, the fact that I am still getting billed for the electricity at my last apartment, like I have this apartment, and I live somewhere before this apartment, and it's before that apartment for over a year. It's been over a year. I haven't lived at this place, and I haven't taken the electricity out of my name, and I'm aware of it, and yet I still don't fucking do it, and I still just see the number climbing up of, like, how much supposedly I owe, but I don't owe it because I haven't fucking lived there, but I can't face, like, talking to them and be like, yo, dude, like, it's not my problem, not my bag, but then I feel like they're going to say something, and I'm still going to have to pay for it, and thank God I don't think anybody's lived there this entire time, because it's university housing, and COVID, and shit, blah, blah, blah. So it's really only, like, probably about $200, which only... It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but at the same time, like, thank God nobody's been fucking living there. But at the same time, if somebody had been living there, I probably would have had something to fucking do about it by now. Anyways, I think I have ADHD. And, I think that if I get on ADHD meds or something that might help me so much more. Then I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Fuck. This candle's amazing. And I've been wanting to go. I wish you could smell it. You can't smell it. It's so good. There was this lady that I bought it from on the street, and like a tint thingy. And I haven't gone outside to try to find her again to get more candles, because this was just so good for me. So good. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about is that, honestly, this whole time my plan was to be rolling a joint. And I haven't. But honestly, I've become a pothead, which is just so fucking funny to me. It's so funny. It's so fucking hilarious. I've got to explain why. Because all my life, like up until last year, I hadn't smoked weed. I would refuse, like, anytime I was offered. Like, I was like, no, blah, 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 nah. And that was because I had this crazy, like, philosophical idea that I wanted to know what life was all about and experience life, like, you know, sober, minus alcohol, because I like to drink. I like to drink, kind of. Bringing more light into the space. Hang on. Did that help? Did that help? No. No. It's not helping. It's not helping. Alright, whatever. In a way, I would like these videos to prove my ADHD. In another way, I feel like I'm faking being ADHD. And, like, this really isn't how my brain is, like, talking or whatever. Like, I'm playing it up. But I know I'm not playing it up. This is how it is. But also, it's not like I had a plan when I put this on. Whatever. I was saying that I've become a pothead. And it's funny because all of my life, yes, I had this philosophical belief that, like, I wanted to, you know, kind of understand myself and life and what it's all about without substances. And then, like, in my 60s, when I thought I had a good idea or something, I'd try all the drugs and see if I was right, kind of thing. I was like, kind of like a whack job idea, which isn't bad. It's kind of really cool. Like, I appreciate my idea. And people, when I would explain it to people would be like, oh, okay. And I was a philosophy major, so, you know. But everybody thought I was a stoner, obviously. Like, everybody thought I was a stoner. Like, people would not believe that I wasn't a stoner. And so I knew, and I always knew, like, the minute you try weed, you're gonna like it. You're gonna be that stoner that everybody thinks you are. Like, you know, so basically it kind of became, like, instead of a philosophical reasoning behind not wanting to smoke or not wanting to try any other drugs, it became more of a willpower thing for me, and, like, a limiting belief that I had of, like, this is the only thing that you've been able to stay strong about that you want to try and you know you would like, but you've said no to consistently. You've stuck by your guns and whatnot, so that the minute that you say yes to it, you lose all of your willpower. You lose all of your power as a human being, basically. Like I thought I was going to hate myself. I thought I was going to lose all of my value, and blah, blah, blah. Turns out I already hated myself enough. Obviously. Still do. Like, you know, I just, it's not, I don't hate myself anymore from it, like I thought I was going to, because I lost my so-called willpower. But I realized I tried it because I realized hey, I'm just holding myself back out of fear and stupidity and like wanting to have something cool to say or something. I don't know, like, and just being afraid that I was going to hate myself more than I already hate myself for getting rid of the one thing that I can hold myself back from. Because I just feel like willpower for me, it's something that I just don't have. Why do I want to cry again? Holy shit. Willpower. Because I feel like I don't have any willpower to say no to the donut. I don't have any willpower to say, fuck you, you're gonna get your paper done. I don't have any willpower to go to the gym. I don't have any willpower to, do anything that's good for me. Like, I just feel like I just don't have any will. I don't have any power, so then I felt like saying no to drugs, saying no to weed was the only thing that I had to show I have the minuscule amount of willpower. Oh, and sex is a big thing on this. I don't have the willpower to say no to sex even if I don't want it. And that's a huge thing, like, for me sometimes. And, like, if I'm presented with a situation where, like, that's the sitch. But, so, I've become a pothead. God, Jesus fucking Christ. And I feel like since becoming a pothead, since smoking a lot, even when I'm not smoking or I'm sober, like I am now, I feel like it has now, it's cool because it kind of has reconfirmed my theory that, getting high does change your perception of things and how you view reality in a lot of ways. Not a huge amount, but at least so far, in that I feel like a kid again. I feel like I'm thinking again. I feel like my brain is somewhat waking up in a way and starting to enjoy working and learning again, which is really cool. And it's like, does that mean I'm getting better in some way? Does that mean the depression is, the brain fog or whatever is like trying to lift? Does that mean weed is medicinal? Who would have fucking known? I don't know. Like, or does it mean that, like, I was having all of these deep thoughts before and I just wasn't aware of them? Or, like, it's like I'm trying to measure whether or not I was thinking this much, or, like, I was, because it got to a point, like, where all I was doing was saying no to drugs. I wasn't actually trying to discover anything about life anymore. I wasn't actually trying to figure out anything about how I felt about myself, or figure out, what I thought life was all about, or anything. It was just, me saying no to drugs at that point. So it's like, I don't know if now that I've said yes to weed, that, like, I've gotten back those thoughts and I'm just picking up where I left off, or if I needed the weed to, like, ever get to being able to have these thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if, like, I just stopped thinking for a long time and didn't realize it, and, like, was just, like, in hibernation or whatever, but, like, if I could have switched that on without the weed, that I would be thinking the same things, or if it's just the weed that has truly changed my perception and, like, allowed me to have these thoughts again. And what I mean by that is just kind of, like, thinking about I don't know, stupid stuff like time and space and connection and shit like that. But like I was a philosophy major. I like thinking about that stuff sober. Like it's it's interesting because like I've obviously become just more of that stoner everybody always thought I was, legitimately. And I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out what's changed. I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know. This is a really boring video. I'm sorry. All of my videos are going to be really boring, I guess, until, like, I am really living the life. Which, by the way, oh my god, like, I told my mom I wanted to be a stripper. Holy shit. Got off track on the timeline of things. So I got back from that week-long, like, moving trip with my family. Was fucked up for a good 2 weeks, and, like, that, like, I was just emotionally I was just a fucking turbulent ball of shit. And, now I'm also a turbulent ball of shit, and just so happens that I went home for a weekend 2 weekends ago. So I don't know how much that's related, but, like, oh god, this lighting is terrible. Everything's terrible. Whew! But I have cool rocks. I'm trying to get to the cool rocks. Okay. I went home because it was my mom and brother's birthday, and they were going to Disney, and my brother had his long-distance girlfriend come and visit for that week, and none of us had met her. So I needed to go down and, like, go to Disney for the weekend. It was crazy. And, like, you know, visit them for the birthday and meet this girlfriend. And it was a good trip. It was fine. It was, you know, it was typical. It was very quick. I didn't miss my meds this time. Come back. But before I came back, my mom was the one, and it was just me and her. She drove me to the airport. I almost missed the flight because we ended up having, like, this deep conversation, and I'm crying in the car, like, at the drop-off zone for, like, an hour. You know, having this conversation about how I don't know myself, and all of the things, and intrusive thoughts, and everything, and, like, now she legitimately thinks I'm pretty crazy, which is fine, because I guess she, I don't know, didn't realize before that I really am fucked up in a way. But, like, before the big cry, I was trying to tell her that, you know, and I told her that I was thinking about being a stripper, and at first she didn't take it that weird. She didn't take it that bad. She was, like, so shocked that she didn't know how to take it, and she was just like, but your wrists, you have such weak wrists. How are you going to do the pole? And I was like, I'm probably not going to do that much on the pole. I'll, like, do a lot of floor work. And so she's like, but the pole right now, it's like, it's so huge. Like, everybody's learning how to do pole, regardless of whether or not they're stripping. Like, you know, if you can't do pole, I just don't think you're going to make much money. Or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you never know, blah, 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 you know. And this and that. And then she thought about it a little bit more, and she's like, actually, like, you can't do that. Like, it's not that it's not, and I didn't tell her the full plan. I didn't tell her about how, like, travel is, like, really the thing that I want to do, like, the van life thing, like, you know, it was, I was just telling her how it relates to me and trying to get back into dance. And so she was just like, you're probably going to kill yourself. Like, I really worry about you. Like, I don't know that you can handle that kind of gross male attention on you all the time. Like, you don't like that to begin with, you know, and it's all, you know, like how are you going to handle that attention? Like, I don't think that with your emotional capacity or whatever, like, and self-esteem, I don't think you can handle it. I think you're going to end up killing yourself. And I'm sitting there like, I didn't say this, but I'm just like, bro, if I don't do anything, I'm going to kill myself. Like, ooh, that's not something to say that boldly on YouTube, is it? anyways, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to get out of this. I need to get out of the 9 to 5. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And, like, now, like, so basically, you know, she doesn't think I can do it, which, fine, whatever, but, like, now it's something that I can, like, sort of prove her wrong on, I guess. It's like I feel like I have more permission to keep going, because I don't have this giant secret that I'm, like, keeping from her anymore. But it's not like I told her, well, I'm gonna keep doing it anyways. I was just like, but she knows. Now that she knows, anything else, like, that's the big one. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's a very positive development, even though she doesn't think I can do it. I think it's a very positive development in my life. And that brings me to my shoes that I tried to film an unboxing for. And I did. And they're gorgeous. They're so fucking fierce. Look at these bitches! They're bitches, but they're guys. These are men. Like the energy from these boots are purely fucking mask, if you ask me. Ugh. Ugh. Right? Ugh. Right? Here's the shitty thing. They fit, but they don't fit. They're a little too small. Fucked up. Maybe I should have gotten a size bigger. So, like, I'm an 8.5, 9 most of the time. And so they don't have half sizes, I don't think. So I got the 9, thinking, I'm an 8.5. It's okay. And you don't want them loose. You know, like you don't want you want them to be a little snug. Too snug. Just a little off. So even though they look bitchin' on, holy shit, they're so hot. Holy shit, I'm putting them on. Whatever. But I gotta get another pair. They don't. I could have gotten them sooner if I had bought the size 10 from the jump. But I was waiting to get the size 9, and then the size 9's too small, and now the size 10 is out, and like there's a fucking pleaser shortage in the world. Truthfully, that's legit. Because so many people have gotten into pole and stripping and shit, which pisses me off, because it just makes me feel like a poser and like a follower and all that. But it doesn't piss me off. I mean, it's really cool. It's really fucking dope, obviously. But yeah, there's like legitimately a pleaser shortage. And so, it's hard to fucking get these shoes the way I need them. And I don't have any ability to return anything. Like, not even something that I dead-ass bought in the store that I could go back to the store and return. Never mind trying to return something I got online. Like, Jesus fuck, that's just never happening. I will have to sell it myself over, like, Facebook Marketplace or something in order to get rid of these. Or not, you know? I don't know, but my feet aren't gonna get any fucking smaller, so gotta get the bigger size. And there's nowhere in person that I can go and try these things on because there's a pleaser shortage. So I tried on, and that's the thing that sucks, because I tried on a pair of pleasers that were not these boot kinds. Ooh, bitch! God, if only you could see with the lighting, but you can't. I'll do something. Let me put on the other shoe. And the smaller size, the 9 or the 8.5, or the 8, actually, the 8 was what was good on the other, like regular, just like ankle, like strap ones, because you want it to be smaller, you want it to be snug, you know, and that works. But like, so there's nobody has in person these that I can go and try on, or anything really like these that I can go and try on and confirm whether or not the bigger size is going to help, or if I just need to stop being a pussy about it. Don't know. So, I'm going to have to spend more money and just have to fucking see. Ugh. Gosh. Gorsk. Where am I going with anything? Now this has just become the shoe show. Show and tell. My stomach's been fucked for weeks. Like, I know I haven't been eating right, but when do I ever? My stomach's been fucked. But anyways, where was I going with things? Told my mom I wanted to be a stripper. Went weird. Went sideways. Whatever. That's fine. And got my bitchin' shoes. Hadn't showed you yet. Let's see if I can get up with any level of grace and non-flashing. Bitch. Okay, this isn't gonna show. This isn't gonna show how cool they look, but probably not, because it's just gonna show how fucking fat my leg is. But like, at the same time, that's pretty hot, kind of. Not really, but like, it's about the boots. Fuck my legs. Look at the boots. Look at the boots. Fuck. Right? Right. I'm keeping these bitches on now. Okay. I just lost a nail, which is the one thing cute about me other than the boots that I'm wearing now. That wasn't straight vagina, I promise. There's it is. I'm sorry for the filth. It's my life. Yeah, so I'm sorry, and I'm not gonna edit out the long pauses because I don't know how. Smoking weed. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to smoke some because I haven't had it today. But I feel like it's doing good things for me. Rather, I feel like that's kind of the long and short of like the whole story about that. I'm now a pothead. It's a good thing, I think, for me. And I'm dedicated to freaking glue on nails, which is great. That's the one thing that like is like still on the up and up about my becoming a stripper journey. On my not being a trash person journey. I got the fucking nails popping, even though I still suck at doing them. So like, these are matte and they're really fucking hot, but of course I've got glue all over them, so they don't look that good, truthfully. But oh well, whatever. I'm still doing it. I'm doing it. I'm getting restless about wanting to leave, wanting to start this journey, wanting to start my life. Like, you know I still have a whole fucking year. Oh yeah, that's something to talk about. And it's gotten so hard how restless I am because a coworker of mine that started very, like a month or two before me is leaving. So this is like her 2-year anniversary or whatever, and she's dipped out because she's burnt out, I'm sure. And that is causing a lot of stress because with her gone, the whole fucking thing kind of goes up in flames. Honestly, she's kind of been the glue. She has, like, the most incredible sense of responsibility that she'll just work herself into the fucking ground. Whereas I just won't work. Because I'm too anxious. Like, she gets anxious, goes to action. I get anxious, completely fucking incapacitated. So, without her, it's kind of like, we're fucked. And, so that's giving me a lot of anxiety, and it's also giving me a lot of fucking, like, restlessness, because I'm like, God damn it, I just want to go. I just want to leave. And the fact that I have a whole fucking more than a year ahead of me before the plan goes truly, truly live. And, like, I'm doing it. You know, it's just going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time. And I'm also restless because of this fucking camping trip that I've been trying to get around to, and it's already been damn near an hour, 45 minutes, and I still haven't talked about my pretty rocks and the camping. So, 2 weekends ago, I went to Disney with my family. Last weekend, I took myself on a solo camping trip. And so what I did was, I was supposed to go last Saturday, but I didn't do enough research to realize that there wasn't a train going where I wanted to go, because I wanted to go to the tip of the Cape. I wanted to go to Provincetown, P-Town, which I didn't realize was not the same as Providence, Rhode Island. For all of this time, and I could have sworn that there's been ads that, like, there are direct trains from Boston to P-Town. It's not real. That's not true. There's ferries for $60 to $80 one way, and I thought I could get a train. So I was, like, last weekend at 7 in the morning, was, like, ready to go to the train stop, and realized, well, fuck, that goes not all the way there, so I gotta take the ferry. But then I hadn't really mentally prepared myself for that amount of money to be dropped, but I was so determined. Also because I was missing out on going to a festival with my friends, because I had to be back at work on Tuesday, and they weren't coming back until Tuesday night, and sadness, although I had way much more fun. So what happened was, I ended up going Sunday morning into Monday, which kind of sucked because Saturday was such a beautiful day, and Sunday was not a great day. It was cold, it was raining a little bit, and I was going beach camping. So, I did it anyways, and made it to Provincetown on the ferry. Beautiful, beautiful ride. It was cold, but whatever. And get there, and I made it to Race Point, which is on the other side of, like, the Cape, like, burp, 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 kind of thing, the other side of the peninsula, I guess you would say, by hopping in an Uber with these two girls that also were confused about the bus situation going out there. But I shouldn't have done that, because I went woefully unfucking prepared, because I didn't realize Race Point was like that. There's nothing there. There's no place to get a towel. There's no vending machines. There's not a damn thing there. You just middle of fucking nowhere beach. And so I wasn't prepared. I hopped in the truck with them, or the Uber with them, and got dropped off. And I have all of this shit with me. I've got like one of them rolly carts that I put my little tent in. I put my little sleeping bag in. I put some clothes, put my weed, put, like, books and tarot and all the shit that I wanted to, like, go have a chill time on the beach by myself. And I was lugging all this shit around, and I get there and I'm like, I don't have water. I don't have a thing to drink. I don't have an extra bag to even, like, put anything. I don't have water shoes. I don't have a towel. No, I'd gotten water shoes in town that turns out didn't fucking fit. Again, you would think I'm lying about my shoe size. not. But what I'm saying is, oh yeah, bought water shoes. They didn't work. Pieces of shit. I didn't have anything, and then there was no way to get back, and my phone was dying, and I didn't have any service. Bro, like, no service whatsoever on this fucking beach. And so I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? Like, couldn't call an Uber back, didn't know when or where the bus actually dropped off that we were supposed to take before we got the Uber, you know. And so I'm, like, chilling on the beach, and I'm like, how the hell am I, and I didn't even get in the water because it was cold. And I'm like, how the hell am I gonna do this tonight? Like, because, like, I didn't want to not set up my tent until I went back into town and got the stuff and came back, but I didn't want to have to lug all of the shit back into town and come back, because I just felt like I wasn't going to come back. Like, I was likely, if I went back to P-Town, most likely I was going to chill at a bar and try to find somebody to, like, take me home. It's the reality. Instead of doing my illegal kind of beach tent camping trip that I wanted to do. So it's like 5, and I'm like, oh shit, like, I really have to solve this problem. I really have to do something, because I'm starving, I have no water, and I'm supposed to stay here all night, even though I'm not allowed to. I wasn't allowed to. You're technically not allowed to do tent camping on that beach, I guess, apparently. Like, you can RV tent, but, like, or camp, but you're supposed to have, like, a closed-in bathroom or something in order to be approved to camp. But, like, there were all these RVs and stuff, like, you know, so I'm like, nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna notice, but if they do, whatever, I'll have to pack up and I'll have to, you know, go back into town, and plan B of, like, finding somebody to take me in, you know. So I didn't want to go plan B before I tried plan A. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. The shoes are so much taller than my regular foot leg, so I couldn't get past the stuff without kicking it. So, anyways, what happened was, I left my stuff on the beach, taking the risk, because I just didn't want to take it with me. Thank goodness I didn't, too. And I started walking down away from the beach, and, like, there's this little teeny airport. Tiniest thing. It looks like a freaking, like, mail post office or something, but it's an airport. And thankfully, like, I discovered that's where you get on the bus, and that's where I could charge my phone, but I didn't have the foresight, like a dumbass, to plug in the phone when I was there that night, going through the vending machine, so I basically was like, oh, I could take, you know, an Uber from here to town, grab stuff, and come back, or there's a vending machine, I could just grab some waters and, like, some snacks from the vending machine and go back up to my shit. And that's what I did. And I had a wonderful night, and I really have to pee. Wonderful night on the beach. I didn't get asked to leave. I ended up going to sleep because I thought, like, I saw people, like, being kicked off the beach way down yonder. So I thought that somebody was gonna come knocking on my tent soon. So I was like, you might as well get some Z's and some peace, like, before they come wake you up, you know. And then they just never woke me up. So I didn't end up really doing very much. I ended up kind of going to sleep early. Woke up on the beach the next day, smoked a joint, did some beach yoga, and I have all these beautiful fucking rocks. There were no shells on the beach, just only cool ass fucking rocks. And I got, like, all these, like, little, like, quartz, pretty much. It might not look like it on the camera, because, like, they don't look as cool as they did, like, on the beach, obviously. But, like, I think if I tumbled these rocks, a lot of them would be like real, like crystals or shit, like really cool shit. It doesn't really look like it, but like, promise you, it's really cool shit. I got a lot of fucking rocks. Got a lot of fucking cool rocks, you guys, and I'm very happy about that. And I had a great time, and then I came home, and like, I knew in the back of my head, but like didn't really remember. I did that on the new moon, so I should be a brand new fucking bitch, you know? But then I get back in this week, instead of being the brand new bitch that I wanted to be, ended up being an old sad bitch over an old sad relationship that ended like 3 years ago, which is probably longer than we were ever even together. Dumbass I am. Yep. Because it was his birthday this week. And so I'm like, fuck. And then the family drama, basically family drama with my brother and his girlfriend, who is from the same place that my ex was from, or is from. So our relationships get compared so much. Even though they're not the same situations whatsoever, but the comparison is there. So I was basically like triggered into what had happened to me in the past. And it's just not fun. I'm just going through it. Not fun. And now here we are. And I felt like I needed to share something so that I didn't explode. And I feel like I didn't touch on any of the things that I said that I was going to touch on. Probably. I don't even know what else. But I have to pee. And this is way too long. And all of that. Oh, I'll leave you with this. So, even though it's not really working the best, but I came up with like, God, I'm just snotting onto my shirt. And I wear this shirt damn near every day. God. Goodness, gravy. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm sorry. This is gross. This is so gross. This is so incredibly... I am so incredibly gross. But this is the dichotomy. This is the cool... I think it's fucking fun and cool that I'm sitting here covered in filth. I'm filthy as shit. I'm snotting all over myself. Not even really sick. It's just I've had too many tears to cry. So my nose is running too. I'm talking about this shit. Showing you my cool rocks. And wearing stripper boots. And like nothing else. It's great. I think it's kind of fucking hilarious. Do you like it? Probably not. Also, I've been getting high and watching the Matinee's new shit. They used to be van lifers. They kind of still are van lifers, but like not really right now, pandemic and shit. But like, I've been learning so much about white people culture, and it's fucking great. You should watch their new shit. It's great. Cool. Thanks. Bye. It's still running. Fab. Bye again.